All right, guys, today we're gonna test fit the body on the chassis. Let's do it. All right, we got the two sides ready in the front. Those went pretty easy, but the rear has got this curve right here, which is making it a little more complicated. And they originally attached these on the ends with these little nails. So I'm trying to pop these little nails out of here. That's what we're trying to get out of there. There we go. Man, just pushed it out with my finger. That's ridiculous. All right, we got all the little nails out, and I'm just gonna put a couple self-tappers in here for now so we can get all these holes lined up. All right, guys, check it out. We got the rear seal test fitted on here. I've just got some bumper bolts going through here to the same thread size as the bolts that go here. Self-tappers here. All right, I think we got the seals set up the way we need them to, temporarily, so we can fit it. And let's get this body up in the air, lower it down, and see what happens. Let's do it. I remember there's a couple bushings that you need to put in here between the chassis and the body, and there's a couple more bushings that go up here. So I got all those set up. Got a couple of the heater channel to chassis bolts ready to go, and I'm going to lower it down slowly. Got a couple more of these bushings, cushions here. The tricky part is it's going to be keeping this body seal in place. I guess it won't be too bad, but the hardest part is this curve right here. Kind of messes with it, so you almost need something to hold it in place, but we'll figure it out. We're just gonna go down real slow and hopefully we'll get it. Let's go down a little bit more here. All right, I just put these mounting bolts in, just a couple of threads, and then I bumped it up just a hair to give us a little room, hopefully, under here. There's probably a trick to this, but that might work. We got a little gap there, so I'm gonna try to line some of these up real quick. It's gonna be a little tricky. I think we got that one. Cool. All right, that's working out pretty good. Kind of got, the body's not completely down. We got just a little bit of space to kind of maneuver between the body and the chassis and the seal, and just enough room to get the bolt up in there and get it started. We're gonna do that on both sides, get them all in and just get them started. And you can kind of see the seal here. See that one right there? I don't have it in yet because it's on the corner. It's a little harder to get to that one. We've got this one in and we've just got it started. And you can see there's the hole. I'm gonna stick my other hand through the door and push the seal. See that? All right, got that one started. All right, that's going in pretty good. Let's go ahead and get a couple of these long ones in there up front. You can almost see right through here. Need to come down just a hair, but it did go in. Cool. All right, that's working out pretty good. Oh yeah, it's looking pretty cool. It's been a while since the body's been on the chassis. Look at that. Sweet. Yeah, that's looking good. Keep in mind, all this gets covered with carpet, headliner, all that gets covered on the inside. Door panels, fenders, gas tank, and all the stuff that goes in here. Once it's all put back together, the doors on it and everything, it's gonna look pretty cool. There's a little bit of tension left on the hoist. Let's go ahead and lower it down the rest of the way. And release all the tension. I think we've got everything hooked up. Everything seems to be in. We've just got everything loose, but it feels like it's going in. All the bolts underneath are in on both sides. That black paint against that almond looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Look at that. We'll get everything tight. think we got everything except for that one over in the corner there. We'll get that cleaned up when we take it off. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I mean, obviously it'd be best if you could just put it on once and leave it, but I needed to test fit everything. And I knew I was going to have at least one issue, but yeah, thought I'd have more than that. I'm going to go back around and just double check everything, but I think we're looking pretty good. Pretty good. We still need to align the front end, change out the steering box, and do some stuff like that. We're going to do that when we pull the body back off. But I want to fit the doors, I want to fit the fenders, and the steering wheel, and all that first before we take the body back off. I just want to make sure I've ordered all the little grommets and rubbers and seals and bolts and nuts and everything. It's pretty cool. The body is on the chassis. Pretty sweet. It's pretty amazing. Let's keep going. Let's put the fender on and see what it looks like. Maybe put the door on. I want to see what the fender looks like with the tires on it now. We still have some work to do on the fenders, but I want to make sure we got everything we need to put everything together. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Is that stock height? Looks, I don't know. Does that look normal? Oh, that's looking pretty cool. Yeah. Really cool. All right, it's been a while since I had the door on. Let's see what it looks like. The door still needs some work. I don't even think I've rolled the window down yet. I thought I remember this door fitting pretty good. I can't remember. One of them did. Tricky. There we go. Let's see how close we are. It's not too bad. Hey, that looks pretty cool. Check it out. We gotta adjust it a little bit, but not too bad. We still gotta replace the seals and fix the bottom a little bit. These are the original seals all the way around. They're kind of dry rotted. But we could probably adjust this a little bit to get the fit just right. It's not too bad. Yeah. It's a little off. It's a little sticky. I think we can fine tune that a little bit. Oh yeah, it's getting there. That's looking pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, we're gonna have to play with that door for a while, adjust it back and forth. But it's there, it's lined up right here. The lines are lining up pretty good. I think one of the things, or a couple of the issues, is the seals are dry rotted. This thing's all sticky and dirty. This thing's worn out. And the adjustment. So between all that stuff and these pins too, these pins are probably worn out. So that's all stuff we can fix and fine tune. But hey, it opens and closes. That's not too bad. We'll get it better. All right, pretty cool. Pretty cool. You guys want to see something really cool? Check it out. Oh yeah. Look at that. Oh yeah, that's gonna be nice. Ooh, a little bit of class up in here. A little bit of style. Yeah. I thought the sand would look cool. Beige. That's what it had originally. I was thinking about getting black, but I think that looks cool. I like that look. That's what it had on it originally from the factory. I'm sure there was options to get different colors. They look pretty sweet. Yeah, let's put this on real quick. See if it. See how it looks. See how it fits. We're still gonna work on all the fenders and get them cleaned up, but I just want to make sure I've got all the nuts and bolts and all the bits and pieces to put this thing together. Woo! It's pretty cool. Maybe put these on first and then slip it on. I might have to clean out these threads. Probably have some paint in them. The threads were a little sticky, but I'll put some WD-40 on here. I think we're good. And I think let's see. Let's try to get one on here. I don't know if you can put them on and then slide it on top. That's what we're gonna try. If not, we will lay on my back and do it. Woo! It's pretty exciting. I know that's all gonna come back off, but it's still pretty exciting to be test fitting everything. I'm gonna test fit everything before I take the body back off. We might even take it for a test drive and see what happens. Let's see if this is gonna work. Oh, maybe. They're almost too nice for this car, but kind of like that. I think eventually we might put some really nice wheels on here and lower the front end and get it kind of a little sporty looking, so I think it's gonna work. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Little fitment things to do, but that's it. Wow, that's cool. Really nice. Really nice. And there's supposed to be, see they got some trim here. We'll clean that up a little bit. And there's a piece that's missing here. And there's some trim around here. So all that, once that's cleaned up, it'll kind of all play off each other. It'll look pretty cool. Well, it's getting there. It's not exactly how I envisioned it, but we'll dial it in as time goes on. We'll get all the windows in, get everything cleaned up, get the interior in, the engine, the gas tank, all that stuff. And maybe get the lower the front end, maybe put some different wheels and tires on it. We'll see. It'll go through some transformations, but it's pretty wild to see it. It's pretty wild to see it like that. That's kind of cool. It's the chassis is drivable. You can literally put the engine in it, put the gas tank, steering wheel, seat, and drive it. And we might do that. We might take it for a spin. We'll see. Once the engine is in there, the rear is going to lower down. It's going to go down in the rear. And the front is probably going to stay like that. It might even go up a little more. I don't know. Once the engine's in there, it might go more. I'm not sure. But if you guys know, let me know. Is that stock? Does that look like stock height? All right, guys, we're getting there. It's looking pretty cool. I went ahead and put the other fenders on and the door and the other rail. Just to make sure everything's fitting properly, make sure we have all the correct fasteners and all that stuff. And we're gonna keep doing that. I'm gonna put everything on that I can. And then we'll make like a punch list of stuff that we have to order. So there's gonna be a couple things or stuff that we have to fix. Once we do all that, we'll have a list of everything. Go back and fix it all. I started to fit the steering wheel or steering column, and this seal here is the original seal, and it's all dry rotted and broken, so I'm going to need a new one of those. So I went ahead and put the column in. It's pretty easy. There's just a couple bolts right there, 10mm bolts that go in. There's that bushing from this side. There's also a bushing here. This one's still pretty good, but I will probably order another one. There's some stuff going on in here. I don't know until we get all the electrical hooked up to see, you know, what's working, what's not working. But we might need to take this apart and clean all the contacts and stuff. But yeah, let's go ahead and get the steering wheel in real quick. I hit it with the Scotch-Brite pad just to knock some of that surface rust, and then wiped it down with some WD-40s. Let me see if I can do this. Get that in there. There we go. We could probably oil it up a little bit better once on the final assembly. And there's a nut that goes here. Let me grab that real quick. This is the steering column coupler bolt thing that holds it together. This is the original one. It's still in good shape. It's just a little rusty. So we'll probably clean this up. It's kind of cool. It's got the little symbol on it. But for now, we'll put a new one on. 13 millimeter. There's supposed to be a lock washer on here, but we're not going to put it on there yet. We're just fitting everything. All right, cool. Steering wheel is in. That was pretty easy. Not too bad. We're going to have to pull it back out. We'll just test fitting all this stuff, but we're going to put a new bushing here. We got to figure out this horn cable ground. I think this is the ground for the horn cable. There's another cable here that something gets connected there. So I got to look back at the old videos and figure out how that was hooked up. And we got all the stuff, all the whole wiring and all that's going to be a whole nother project. But we'll get it. And there's a steering wheel. There's quite a bit of play. I don't know if that's normal. I don't know if when we put the rebuilt box on there and do the alignment and everything, if that'll get a little bit better. But we'll drive it with the original box on there, and we'll bring it back. We'll do the alignment and everything, and put the air-cooled box on and see if we can get rid of some of that play. Hopefully it'll tighten it up a little bit. I'm assuming this original steering box is probably a little worn out. I mean, that's quite a bit of play. I don't know if it's supposed to have that much, but we'll find out once we put the new box on there and we go through everything and tighten it all up. Let's check out the gas tank. This is one of the tanks that was in the car. I don't know if it was the tank that was, I don't think this was the tank that was actually installed. I think this was in the back seat. It came with two tanks. This one is mint, believe it or not, on the inside. Check it out. Get this over here. We'll take a closer look at it. Gotta wipe it down real good and change out that bottom piece and blow it out and clean it out real good. Get a flashlight. All right, check it out. This thing, I couldn't believe it. Because I opened the other one and it was all rusted. And I opened this one, I was like, wow. Look at that. Yeah. It's nice in there, guys. Real nice. That's hard to focus, but there you go. There's a tiny bit in there, but that's not much at all. It's clean. There's a little sand or dirt in there, but yeah, it's pretty wild. Pretty happy about that. So it's got the original cap. I think I ordered a new cork for it already, so we'll put a new cork on it. And we got the new vent hose for it coming. We'll polish this cap maybe at all, although it looks pretty cool. Rusty. I think I'm gonna leave the tank rusty. All right, let's see if we can pop this cap off of here without messing anything up. There it goes. Wow, look how clean that is under there. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. We got some Phillips heads here. And this is where the fuel gauge wire goes. I think I still have the fuel gauge over here somewhere. Let's pull these out. This is the fuel sending mechanism, float basically, to let you know how much fuel you have. Hopefully it's still good. It'd be cool if we could reuse it. There's little rubber washers under each one of these, but they're all dry rotted. There it goes. Oh, that's cool. Look how clean it is. It's awesome. Look how clean that is. That's really cool. They must have found this. I don't know why this tank was in the car, but I'm glad it was. Because a new tank is like $200 or $300. This thing alone is like $50 just for this thing. It adds up. That looks pretty good. Pretty excited about that. Real excited. All right. There's a seal right there, but I think I might just leave the seal on there for now. And we can blow. Wow. Man, the thing looks good. There's a little rust in there, but not much. Not much. We'll clean it out, blow it out really good. We'll swish some fuel in there just a little bit and then empty it out. And we'll be good. And we'll run a filter, obviously. Change the filter a couple times as we're running the car. Let's get this thing off. What is this? A tank outlet kit? That's what I got right here. I went ahead and ordered one just because this looked pretty bad, but could probably reuse this. Wow. That's freaking awesome. I thought that was going to be seized. It's a little dirty in there. Maybe it was a good idea to get one. They're only like $15. There's a filter in here, an internal filter. That's what this brass thing is right there. It's an internal filter. So it gets filtered there, and then you put another filter in line, so it should be able to catch whatever might be left in there. There it is. Pretty wild, huh? Wow, that's good news. That's exciting. I ordered the part that I needed, which is awesome, right here. New filter, and it comes with that new outlet and the nut and everything, so it's all that stuff right there. Pretty wild. So what I want to do is clean all this off, clean up these threads, get that rust off of there, and we're going to blow the tank out really good. I'll throw a little fuel in there before we start the car and kind of swish it around, but we can go ahead and test fit it, see how it fits in the car. It's cool when you can use the original stuff and you don't have to spend the money. All right, I'm just cleaning up this little tank outlet kit, and the kit comes with this, which is great, and this, and you can see there's a little washer right there, and I'm pretty sure that's what this is. That's the only thing that looks like this. That looks like a little cardboard washer right there. This goes through here, like so. The only one I'm not sure about is this washer here. Not sure where this one goes, but I think it might go under here. I didn't see one on the original. I don't know if you guys know. That's the only place it really looks like it fits. So I'm going to stick it there for now. If you guys know different, let me know. That's the... I just didn't see one on here, but it could have deteriorated. I don't see it on there though. So I'm putting that on there for now. This is going in, and then that's it. We blew it out really good. Blow it out one more time. I haven't decided if I'm gonna restore the tank or just leave it rusty. I think it looks kind of cool rusty actually. All right, so that should be good. I need to see if I can order these little washers right here. They're like little plastic washers. So I'm gonna need to order those. But otherwise, this thing looks pretty good. Hopefully it works. I don't know if I messed up the cable that goes to the fuel switch when I was pulling it out. I'll have to find it and see if it still fits in there. But for now, there's a little tear in that boot right there. I don't know if that boot can be replaced. Dang it. I don't know if it's necessary to replace it, but see, it looks like there's a little tear down in there. Let me know if that needs to be replaced, guys, if you guys know. I don't know if it would let fuel smell out of there or not. I might have pulled back on it too hard and ripped it. I don't know. Maybe it's not supposed to move that far. But it's ripped. Dang it. That sucks. I'm going to put this back in so it doesn't get messed up. Which way did it go? I think it went this way. Maybe. That's how it goes. Cable comes from this side, I think. Pretty sure. Yeah, we're gonna need those. We're gonna need those washers right there. There's little plastic. That one is just stuck on there. Let's see how it looks in the car. Pretty sure the tank goes like this. Let's see. Yeah, that looks cool. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Pretty good. Let me get the clamps that hold it down, get all the bolts cleaned up, and we'll fasten it down just to make sure everything fits right. Clean these up on the wire wheel. Let's see if we can figure these out here. Okay. I don't remember how those go on exactly. I'll have to look at the video, an old video, and see. Maybe something like that. I don't know. Not really sure. Something like that. All right, I'll have to refer back to one of the original videos and check. It's not a big deal. We can always, we got to figure out how to put that gasket on anyway. I just want to make sure all these threads are going to go in. Just put a little WD-40 on the bolts. They're going in. Yeah, I gotta look this up. I don't remember exactly how these go. Huh, okay. I'm sure there's a trick to it. All right, check it out. We're ready to roll. Take this thing down the road. Yeah, it looks pretty cool in there. I kind of like it rusty. I think I'm going to leave it rusty for now. The inside's clean, the outside's rusty. We're going to pull it back off and figure out how to get that little seal underneath it. For some reason, I thought it'd be a thicker rubber, but it's kind of like a foam. I don't know if there was one on there from the factory. I don't remember when I pulled it out, but I'm assuming there is. So I just have to figure out how to adhere it to the metal so it doesn't move around when we go to put it down. And I just need to figure out how these are supposed to go. I don't know if this is right or not. And then there's a little bit of wiggle room. There's a little bit of play here, so I don't know if you're supposed to have it a certain way or not, but I'm going to try to reference the original video. Maybe it's in there and I can see how it was. So we're going to keep going. We're going to put in, I think what we'll do is get the wiring harness in the key switch, the speedo, get all that stuff hooked up, and probably put the engine in. And I want to just test everything, all the light bulbs and everything, all the gears, and make sure everything's working. Make sure we order the parts that we need. I need to find a piece of chrome for there. I don't think it had it on there when I got it. I'll have to look around, but I think those pieces were missing. So that would be cool. There's a car show coming up in November, so I was thinking about taking this car there, and maybe I can find some of the stuff when I'm there. This piece here I think is missing. And there's going to be a couple little things. There's not a lot, just a few little things like that. That'd be cool. Maybe try to see if there's any fenders that we could get a bucket out of. And what else? Yeah, but hopefully by then it's going to be running and driving, and those are just little things that we can add on as time goes. So, oh yeah, seats. I need a driver's seat. I have 2 passenger seats. I don't think it had a driver's seat in it when I got it. Had that seat there, which is a passenger seat, which is all rusted out. And then I got this one at I found this one online and had it shipped here. It fits in there, and it's great. It's great. That we might be able to save it. The bottom's all rusted out. I'm not sure. But yeah, guys, I think that's going to do it for this one. It's looking pretty cool. It's looking pretty cool. We'll get that headlight in there and get as much as we can installed. Probably not going to do the windshields because we still have to put the headliner in before we do that. Unless we just forgo the headliner for now. Maybe we'll wait on the headliner and do that later on, because that's going to take some... yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Still have to get a front windshield. I don't have the front windshield. I have the rear. And yeah, still some stuff to do, but we're getting there, guys. I appreciate it. Stay tuned, and we'll see you on the next one. Later. It's looking pretty good. That's pretty exciting. Yeah, I'm digging it. Very, very cool. I can't wait to get it, test drive it. Maybe that'll be the next video. We'll test drive it and take it for a spin, maybe around the farm. We'll see. I don't know if the engine's going to fit in there with the 2 carbs, because it's got dual carbs on the engine that we built. And that engine eventually is probably going to go in the Carmagia, but we'll use it for this for now. And who knows, maybe we'll build something different for the Carmagia, or build something different for this. I don't know. But I would love to try it and just put it in there for now, because the Carmagia is going to be another year or so before it's done. Yeah, it'd be cool to have a driver, something to fix a little bit here and there while we're doing the other projects. I think this is going to be it, man. It's looking good. All right, guys, I appreciate it. I'll see you on the next one.